Hi everyone, Natasha here, and around my home today I am in the dining room to share with you my December 2019 bullet journal setup. So I'm here in front of a very sunny window enjoying the warm temperatures we have today. I think it's upper 60s, which is great. And the sunshine feels nice, so that'll be something I'm definitely going to take advantage of. Maybe put up some Christmas lights today. But anyway, as you know, I've been using this black Leuchtturm 1917 journal for this quarter. So that's just the standard one. I will link everything below. As usual, I've also been using my Louise Hay Colors and Numbers book to determine my personal numbers for the month and the days. And then these are some of the supplies that I've used. I believe this is a 379 or it could be 375. I will determine that and link it down below, along with my friction erasable pen from Pilot. I love those. I use those as a daily pen for writing. And then usually when I'm doing my setups, I will use something that's a little more permanent. So I have the Staedtler Tri-Plus Fine Liner, which I've been using a little bit. It definitely works better on the Leuchtturm paper than it did in my Scribbles That Matter notebook, where it didn't dry fast enough and smeared quite a bit. This Zebra Sensations technical drawing pen, which is one of the finer tips that I've been using, and then my Tombow mono drawing pen in 05 I've been using for the thicker line weight. And then I've also been really enjoying these Zebra mild liner brush pens. I have this 10 pack plus the missing colors that are in the 5 pack here. I think you can get all of them now in a 15 pack. At the time I got them, they weren't available. I also have the same set of colors in the regular chisel tip, and I like these for my little squares that I use on my to-do list. But the brush pens I really like for doing headings on my layouts, and I can show you those in a little bit, but because they're a brush tip, you can get a little bit wider line, and I like the colors. I don't have a huge collection of Tombow dual brush pens, but the ones that I have tend to be a little bit more saturated in pigmented colors, which are fine, but in the Leuchtturm, as you know, things tend to ghost and even bleed just a little. I have mostly just ghosting that's happening in here. So I like these mild liners because they're a little bit less saturated and less pigmented. They don't ghost quite as badly. And it's also nice just to have a smaller collection to choose from. So definitely been enjoying that. So as you know, I've been kind of experimenting with the whole bullet journal system this year. And I've tried doing it a couple of different ways. You can watch some of my other monthly setup videos to see. But for this quarter, I almost said semester. Gosh, it's been 20 years since college. Nope, not semester. I have the months laid out in the front of the notebook. I have a section in the middle for routines, and then after that, there's a big chunk that's for my days. So this tab here is just my daily pages, so I do a new one every day. And then at the middle back here I've got a holiday section, so I'll be showing you that in a separate video. That's just everything to do with Christmas and gifts and cards and all that. And then at the very back I just have my collections, my general random collections as I need them. I start at the back and then work my way forward into the center, and it's been working. I'm still kind of on the fence as to what I'm going to do for next year, because I'm just at a season in life where I have to be smart with my time. And although I love the bullet journal system because it is so flexible and open-ended, I enjoy the creative side of it, but I have to watch how much time I spend on it, because otherwise some of the important things in my life are not getting done. So it's just about finding the balance, and I know the basic bullet journal system is very simple, and it's not about the fancy fun stuff, but I enjoy that. So I'm looking into maybe doing a planner that would be simplified and able to have a lot of blank note pages that could still give me some of the freedom and flexibility that I like about a bullet journal and just a blank notebook. But alleviate setting up all the monthly and weekly pages, which I tend to just set those up the same way because that works good for planning, that I can look out pretty far ahead and know what's going on. If you're new to my channel, my husband and I have a family business that we do from home, so I have to keep track of things for that. We have a 5-year-old daughter who's in kindergarten, so there's a few school events going on, and she takes dance, so we have that schedule. And then I also have, besides YouTube, I have my Jordan Essentials Bath and Body business that I'm keeping track of. So I just have a lot of things on the go all the time, and it helps me to be able to look ahead and see and fill things into the calendar as I find out about them. And I know there are lots of ways to do that in a bullet journal, but again, I'm just trying to determine what is the smartest way for me to make use of my time when I do plan going forward. So anyway, that being said, let me set this off to the side and we'll flip open here. So for December, you'll see the reason for the color choices in just a minute, but this is my December monthly spread. So I have mainly just the important dates marked here. I just realized I forgot to add the moon phases. I do like to at least note the full moon and the new moon and sometimes the quarter moons in here. So I'll probably go back in and add that, but mainly just marking the basics. And then of course, as I start my planning, I'll be marking days off of school. And if we have any kind of school events that we need to know about, a little Christmas pageant or program, or I don't even know if we're doing music. I'm not sure what they're doing this year, but that'll need to go in here. All of the important appointments and events, all that will get added into this. But this is just my basic layout. I definitely prefer having a view of the month this way. I've done it in the past, like the bullet journal system that Writer Carol does, where you just list out the dates and then have a line for each one. But again, because I'm juggling so many different things, I often have 5 or 6 things in one square, and I just can't fit all that on one line. So this method works well for that. And as far as any stickers and decorating, I'm going to try to share what I've used. A lot of it I know, but things like these little ones here, I don't know where this is from. I have 2 pages of this left. I think I got it at Michael's. It's probably from their Recollections line, but I've had it a couple of years, so I don't even know for sure what it's from. And then beyond that, I've gotten into using a few stickers from the Happy Planner system. Again, mostly just because I was trying to streamline. I'm not the best at doodling, and I also don't need to spend a ton of time doing it, but adding in the stickers just kind of makes it fun. So these are 2 that I grabbed with my 40% off coupon at Michael's, and they've helped with just some of these cute little stickers to make it feel festive. So that's where most of those are coming from. Then we go to my goals page. So everything on the left is what I will fill in as these are more just highlights for the month. So as I'm going through the month, I'll be noting down different things there. And then the right-hand column, these are my goals for the month. So I'll look back at this current month, November, and see if there are things I want to carry forward or add some new things in. And these sections come from the Getting Things Done system by, I think it's David Allen. Is that right? I'm not sure. I'll link it below. But anyway, just kind of compartmentalizing things in my life and having goals in those different areas. And my gratitude page, I enjoy having some sort of gratitude practice daily. In the past, I've done a couple of different ways. A lot of months this year I did it where I just listed out a single date for each line. We have had a very busy fall season, and so I noticed in September and October I just was falling off going in every day and filling things out. So I decided in November I take that back. October, I just left it blank, and when I had time or I felt called to, I would go in here and jot, maybe a line or 2. And that worked out well. It's just less restrictive, and I don't feel bad if I haven't filled things in. I can just go along as I want. So I'm probably going to do that again for December. November, I used the gratitude sticker that came in the boho berry box, so that's different, but that's why. Okay, so this is where the whole color scheme comes from. So as I mentioned, this colors and numbers system. So for me, the month of December is a 5 month, and that means the color is this turquoise or aquamarine. And it's all about change and enjoying life and letting go and just, let's see, what does this say? Make changes in yourself, your home, your lifestyle, your business. So I'm looking forward to see how things unfold along those lines. I've noticed these monthly personal month, I guess, ideas have kind of followed along with just how things are going in my life. So I've really enjoyed having this in my bullet journal to track. And the affirmation for this month for me is I welcome change and expand my boundaries. So sounds exciting. I have my habit tracker from the Boho Berry box. And again, I've just been using this lately for my Miracle Morning tasks. And I've enjoyed doing that. I don't think I've really used more than about half of it. And I like that. I like that it just keeps track of that, and that's kind of my personal growth time in the morning. I have gone away from putting chores and, just household tasks on here because I really wanted to see it all about me becoming a better person and not worrying about if the trash got taken out that day, that kind of thing. All right, and then we have my weekly setups. So this system has worked well, and I really took this initially from, let's see, 3 or 4 years ago when I first was kind of getting back into paper planning. I tried the Leuchtturm weekly planner, I guess it's called, and it's set up similar to this. So every week has the dates in little sections like this on the left-hand side. Then there's a blank page on the right that's dot grid. I think it might be lined, I'm not sure, but after using that for, I think, over 6 months, I can't remember if I used it a full year or not, I honed things down to this system where, again, it's the Getting Things Done system. I have the 4 areas of my life where I'm working on things. Sorry, I have a bee in here. But anyway, so that has worked well because as things come up, I know exactly where to jot them because this is always laid out the same way. As I'm planning that week, it's easier for me to focus in on what I'm doing and how, what things need to be done in that area, especially like errands. I only get to town once or twice a week, so it's really nice to just have this list that when I'm in town, I can make sure I hit as many places as possible while I'm running errands. And yeah, so I've just gone through and set these all up, and you can see the lighter number here. That is my personal number, our personal day number from, again, that Louise Hay system. So I have the date, the day of the week, and then my little personal number. And I did go ahead and try, I'm not sure why Santa is there. I was just sitting here thinking, did I do that because we have something going on that day? Oh, I think we have a holiday party there. That's why I must have stuck Santa there. But anyway, I am trying to be better about keeping up with my meal planning at the beginning of the week. So I did go ahead and put a meal plan sticker on my Mondays. And those stickers are from where is it? This farmhouse collection from the Happy Planner, again, from Michaels. So yeah, so that's just my basic layout. It's real easy to set it up because it's always the same. The Leuchtturm paper, which is thinner and turns more easily, is really nice. It also allows it to be a little easier to set up because you can see the lines through. And that takes me through the end of December, which is kind of crazy to see this year wrapping up. And then it goes into my routine. So I have things like that, my morning routine and my evening routine and other things through there. So that is my December setup. Thank you for joining me today. Let me know in the comments down below if you have your January notebook all picked out and you know what you're doing, if you're doing a planner or a bullet journal system, or if you're like me and you're still kind of on the fence and trying to figure it out. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button down below. And like I mentioned, I'm going to be sharing my holiday planning in my bullet journal in a separate video, so you can be on the lookout for that. And thanks for taking the time to watch, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.